This is going to be a little controversial, but I'm really excited for it. What do you think is the best part of the Las Vegas Strip? I'm not necessarily talking about which hotel is the best to stay at, although that is part of it, and we will get to that in the end. But more so, which part of the Strip has the best energy, entertainment, value, visuals, vibe, aesthetic. In other words, which part of the Las Vegas Strip are you always drawn to the most? Now, I was curious what you guys thought about this question, so I asked for your thoughts. And most of you actually disagreed with me. In my opinion, the east side of the Strip is the best. And to get a little more granular, the east side in the middle or closer to the north side of the Strip is even the better part of it. But when I asked this question in one of my community polls about what you thought was the best part of the Strip, 53% of you said you prefer the west side. So this is Treasure Island, Caesar's Palace, Bellagio, New York, and so on. This is followed by 22% of you who said the east side, so the Venetian, the Link, the Paris, the Flamingo, MGM, etc., with a close third being the entire south end of the Strip, so right at Cosmopolitan and Planet Hollywood all the way south, and only 7% of you care for the north end of the Strip, basically the Strat to about Bellagio or Paris. No surprise there. So when it comes to deciding which is the best part of the Strip to stay on, I think it's somewhere in the middle, either on the east or the west side. Personally, I love staying on the east side of the Strip, and this is for a few reasons. Having your hotel in the middle of the Strip not only saves you on walking distance, but also ride shares and taxis if you need them. And more importantly, another reason why I prefer the east side of the Strip is because on this side, you get views of the Bellagio Hotel and its iconic fountains, Caesar's Palace, which are arguably the most mesmerizing views on the entire Las Vegas Boulevard. Plus, I love the variety of casinos and hotels as you move along this side of the Strip. It's fun seeing the differences as you travel from a low roller casino like Casino Royale. Don't get me wrong, I love going there, especially for the $3 beers. But then you work your way to more glitzy and glamorous casinos like the Venetian and the Palazzo. The energy and the people watching are just next level on this side of the Strip. You've got the Link Promenade, where it's always lively. Also, I highly recommend grabbing the frozen Baileys from here. You can find it at O'Shea's, the outside bar. And the area at Harrah's, which has Carnival Court, everyone's just always a really good chill vibe there. And then you've got the Flamingo, which is always decked out in pink, and it's flashy, glitzy, old school Vegas vibe. Then we hit the Paris Hotel, which has the best patio on the Strip, Mon Ami Gabby. As well as other great patios that look out onto the Strip, like Beer Park, except don't fall for the hidden charges there. I've got more details about that in my video about how to save money in Las Vegas. And of course, Planet Hollywood and the Miracle Mile shops. You've got Cabo Wabo, which is one of my favorite spots to grab a drink, some nachos, as well as enjoy low-key views of the Bellagio fountains, and then all the super budget-friendly restaurants inside. Of course, the west side of the Strip might be more well known for being iconic Las Vegas. The Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, the Cosmopolitan, the Mirage, New York, Excalibur, Mandalay Bay, those are all the heavy hitters. So I would say if you're keen to stick to MGM properties and rack up those M Life rewards, then you might as well just stay and play on the west side of the Strip. Now that we've covered the east side versus the west side of the Las Vegas Strip, I'm going to focus on the south end versus the north end to help you choose which part might be more appealing to you and which hotel you might want to stay at. Some people might feel a little isolated staying on the south end of the Strip, but some people actually prefer this because it can be a little quieter and you can avoid the busy bottleneck areas of the middle of the Strip. But you'll also find some of the best value and budget hotels on the south end of the Strip, like the Excalibur and the Luxor. The Luxor is a good choice for budget hotel that's simply laid out if you don't want a confusing, massive casino maze to get to your room. I kind of contrast that to the MGM, where it can take forever to get to your room because it's such a massive casino at first. However, a lot of people love the MGM. It's basically a mega resort with tons of restaurant options. You really don't ever have to leave that spot if you didn't want to. The pool is massive, there's a lazy river. Like I said, there's tons of things you can do there. If you're traveling as a family, the Mandalay Bay is a good option because the pool is great for kids, and you can quickly get to the Excalibur by tram, which is the castle hotel, and it also has the fun dungeon downstairs, so it's a nice little arcade area for the kids. Now, if you're staying towards the northern edge of the Las Vegas Strip, again, you will start to lose some of the crowds that you see at the middle of the Strip. Also, some of the more luxury hotels are located here, notably the Wynn and the Encore, followed by the Palazzo and Venetian. But you do also get some great budget option hotels like Treasure Island, or even the Strat, or dare I say it, Circus, but we're not going to touch that one today. And if you plan on frequenting Fremont Street or the Arts District, then your Uber ride or taxi is not very far. Also, if you're in town for a convention, the Wynn is actually not too far from the Las Vegas Convention Center, so you can stay on the Strip and not be very far from work. Alright, so which hotel is best for you? Since I'm recommending that the center part of the Strip is the best place to stay in Las Vegas, here's a quick rundown of which hotel might be best for you. Caesar's Palace is classic, iconic Vegas. So if that's what you're going for, then this might be a good spot. However, it's a little too big for me. I prefer to visit, but the pool is definitely one of the most luxurious on the Las Vegas Strip. However, it's kind of getting expensive. Their prices that they're charging for daybeds and cabanas are kind of getting ridiculous. The Bellagio. The Bellagio is beautiful. They've got 5-star restaurants. The Mayfair Supper Club was one of the best dining experiences I've ever had in Vegas, if not in my entire life. But the Bellagio is usually out of my price range. Even the cheaper rooms are becoming a little dated, although I think they are in the midst of renovating them. The reason I love the Flamingo is because you can quickly get to your room from the Strip. It's not a very big casino that you have to walk through, and sometimes if you're going back and forth between your room to change and stuff like that, that's kind of a plus for me. It's really cheap and it has a fantastic pool, but for some people it might be coming a little bit dated and showing its age. The Cosmopolitan. I describe the Cosmo as Zoomer Bellagio. It's ultra trendy, there's tons of restaurants, all the hidden speakeasies. The chandelier bar is a vibe. You have to try the secret drink there. I've got a video all about it. And if a room with a view is the most important thing for your Las Vegas trip, then you definitely want to get a balcony room at the Cosmopolitan. I do love the elegant and romantic vibe at the Paris Hotel, and cost-wise, it's mid-range, which is pretty good for being in one of the best spots on the Las Vegas Strip. And it's one of the best themed hotels in Las Vegas. It's done really tastefully. I've actually got a full video review of the cheapest king room that you can book there, so if you want to check that out, here's the link. New York is probably my second favorite themed hotel. It's also really well done. And Planet Hollywood is another winner. Prices are great and it feels modern and fresh. It doesn't really feel dated. And like I said earlier, they've got tons of options for cheaper restaurant options too. All right, so what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What is your favorite part of the Las Vegas Strip? Let me know in the comments below where you love staying or what part of the Strip just always draws you in with its energy. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and check out my other Las Vegas videos. I also have a travel blog where I have dozens of posts about Las Vegas, itineraries, tips, what to pack, everything. Thanks for watching.